led by by a street performer, pretty much street performer turned wrestler. Can he do it again? I think he can. He's got the talent, but Renika Doya, she is one of the trickiest members of the UFW roster, so Vex is going to have to watch out for that.
And then in our second match tonight, ooh, this will be a heavy hitter. We've got Nzinga taking on Dwight Slade. Yeah, expect some hard hits in that one.
Yeah, heavy hitting's a bit of an understatement. That's almost 700 pounds in the ring. It's going to be interesting to see how Dwight handles Nzinga, because he is a big man. He's like, what, 6'7", nearly 300 pounds. He's used to throwing people around, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do that with Nzinga. But, well, he's also known for his, big strikes, those boots, those lariats. He might have to rely on those to come out on top.
We'll just have to see. Definitely don't want to miss that match. Definitely going to be an interesting one. And then in our main event tonight, we've got a title match. The hardcore title on the line. The Soldier challenging Silvervale for that coveted hardcore chair. The question is, who will walk out of this arena with that chair tonight?
Now, there's a one I could be biased on, but you know what? I won't be. I'm going to be professional. I hope both of them beat the ever-loving hell out of each other.
Well, I mean, it's a hardcore match, so we can expect that.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I mean, on one hand, you got Soldier, big, powerful, surprisingly technically gifted. Silvervale, though, tricky, agile, has been shown to be able to take on foes much bigger than himself, using that cunning. But, yeah, I can only imagine the amount of pain and displeasure they're going to put each other through, and I'm pretty sure everyone's going to be excited to see it as well.
Indeed, I know I can't wait for that one. But that's the main event, so we all gotta wait until later. But we've still got lots of great stuff coming up tonight. All those other matches. So don't miss any of that. Make sure to invite your friends. You don't want them missing any of that great stuff we got here on the docket tonight.
And even if they can't be here in person, there's always the YouTube live stream.
Indeed. And I guess the next thing we've got on the docket is we got to thank a partner. So if we could just have your attention, please, for that.
Yes, of course, of course. UFW is a proud sponsor of OEW Over the Edge Wrestling. OEW is the English version of a telenovela based on the impact, drama, and action that hits the ring each week. Showtimes are every Sunday at 10 a.m. SLT. Check them out, folks. You'll have a great time.
Oh, indeed. Always a great show over there. Hope everybody is ready for action. Do support our partners, though, as supporting our partner supports us. Also, thank you to those of you who donate to us directly as well. We've got donation boxes in the concession area and in the lobby.
Yes, yes, more of the support, please. And remember, folks, every single penny of those donations goes towards making UFW just that little bit better.
Oh, indeed. We definitely appreciate those. Still got a couple minutes till the show starts, but uh, still enough time to get your friends here, make a quick run to the concession stand or the lavatory, or if you need to pick up a shirt before your favorite wrestler hits the ring tonight, still got a few minutes for that.
Do have a great selection of shirts there as well, including two of the top sellers, which are surprisingly our ones.
Yes.
I'm going to get him to wear one of those one of these days, folks. Guarantee it. But also, since you mentioned the donation box, have we got anything, any incentives in there? Any goodies that people can get if they donate?
There usually is something. Let's see if I can find it. It looks like you get a UFW medallion.
Ooh, very shiny. Hang that up on your wall, folks. Show it off to your friends. Show it off to your family. You'll be the talk of the town.
I guess you could think of it as a challenge coin, something like that. It's based off of the Trinity title medallion.
Oh, well, be careful. Well, folks, if you plan to bring that with you, be careful because some of our competitors might get a little bit too, a little bit too excited. They might mistake it for an actual real one.
That's not the right color to be in.
Yeah, but you know how some people are. Hey, I mean, are you telling me you wouldn't expect someone like Lunaria to use that kind of logic?
That is a fair point.
Now, granted, I think our hot dog supply is currently at max capacity, so there's probably going to be no risk of that happening.
Anyhow, it is almost showtime. Who's ready for the action tonight?
That's some mild excitement, some lukewarm excitement. I think you can do a little bit better. Turn up the temperature a bit, folks. There we go, just in time for the show to start.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear I've weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing
Good
it
evening,
all.
UFW Nation. How are you all doing tonight? Hope everybody's excited and ready for the action because it's Friday night and that means it's time for UFW Nightfall. I know I'm excited. My name is Croven, connoisseur of the punching, also here with
UFW's #1 meerkat, Alex Kahira, and across the desk we have the most stylish ring announcer,
Your Sin City Ringtail ring announcer, Sylvia Nux.
Great having y'all up here with me. Great having all of you out there as well. I hope you're all excited. I hope you're all stoked because we've got all of the drama, all of the action, and all of the gratuitous violence you've come to love from UFW. So let's hear it. Let's make some noise. Well, definitely sounds like everybody's excited and ready for the action. So let's head on down to the ring and get it going.
UFW Nation, welcome one and all, and prepare to be fearless, because night falls! Welcome to another edition of UFW Friday Nightfall! Our opening contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. Standing at a height of 5 feet 5 inches, weighing in at 130 pounds. Hailing from Akihabara, Japan. Make some noise for the Dragon Maiden of Dojima, Rina Kadoya!
Oh, the UFW Nation certainly are making some noise for the quote-unquote Dragon Maiden, but I don't think it's the noise that she was looking for.
Hey, noise is noise, right?
Oh, I guess they do say sometimes bad news is better than no news, but even still. But while the fan base here might not be the biggest fan of her, you cannot deny her ability in the ring, but even more dangerous is that cunning mind of hers. If you give Rina Kadoya an inch, she will take a mile.
Rina Kadoya is a master of the mind game. Another thing you have to be ready for when you're in the ring with her, because she will try to get in your head.
Mind game, deception, taking shortcuts whenever you need to always keep your eye on her, because if you don't, you can go for the eyes, the throats, anywhere, or she could even just use anything in the ring to her advantage. You've always got a plan one step ahead of her.
And now, introducing her opponent. Standing at a height of 5 feet 8 inches, weighing in at 165 pounds, hailing from Houston, Texas. Make some noise for the super-performing heartthrob, Vex Tex!
Definitely know who the crowd's behind on this one.
Yeah, if there was any doubt about it, the exact opposite kind of reaction to Rina Kadoya with Vex thought. And you imagine being a strict performer as himself, he's probably no stranger to underhanded tactics, but, well, at least facing them. But even then, he's going to have to be on his feet against Rina Kadoya. He might have the advantage when it comes psychologically. He has beaten her in the past, but that could mean that Rina's just going to be even more trickier than last time.
All it takes is one slip of concentration, and it can get in your head. There is that. Anyway, let's see if they're ready to go.
Let's get this started.
Hit the bell.
And there's the bell.
On paper, it does seem like Vex has the advantage here. He's bigger, he's heavier, and he's also incredibly agile. But as we all know, physicality is not the only thing that matters in the ring. Down the foxhole I go. Well, it's not like the not-so-sly fox is going to achieve anything.
Oh, and Rena not taking well to that at all.
Oh my goodness, oh, you're right about that. Rena with a slap, open hand slap to Vex there.
And following it up with some chops too. Hey, slap chop, you're going to love my nuts.
Oh, and another one there. Well, contrary to what we were believing, we were thinking that Rena was going to start off with the mind games, but it looks like Vex is attempting to. Oh, and he might be paying for it.
So far, he's flapping his mouth, and Rena is actually doing things Now they
Oh, yeah,
lock up.
He did throw out a taunt, and he got an elbow to the face as a receipt, so maybe it did work. Are you a dragon? Well, your breath smells like
Let's
a
go.
rotten iguana. Oh my goodness, Vex here with these cutting words.
I'm not sure if excessively taunting Rena is a good idea.
Well, we're used to Brenna doing it to her opponents. Maybe someone doing it to her could throw her off her game.
Coming off the ropes. Oh, and Vex is ready for her, taking her right down into a headlock.
And that might have been the case, though. Brenna looked like she was in a real hurry to get right back at him, and she left herself wide open for that.
Yeah, Vex has definitely been quite the chatterbox over his last few appearances. It's almost as if he's tried to make that maybe a resolution of his.
So far, a very technical match, keeping things up close. Expecting a little more fast and bouncy stuff from Vex, but I guess start like this. And right in there with that that takedown, and now going into a pin. One and just one.
Yeah, Brenna looking like she was shaking off the initial anger there and going right to her usual tactics. Right in front of our referee, grabbing Vex by the hair, yanking him down, going for that pin, but unable to get the counts just yet.
And off to the ropes. Oh, and Vex comes off the ropes with a drop kick.
Just as soon as it looked like she had the advantage, she got a pair of boots to the face, and oh my goodness, and Vex now telling the Dragon Maid to clean his boots. He might be digging his grave here if he can't keep control.
Oh, and then it goes for a kick, gets caught up, and right in there with the another kick of his own.
But on the other hand, it looks like his tactics are keeping her off balance. He's getting her flustered. He's getting her a little bit reckless, it looks like.
Off to the ropes. Top rope coming in with a lariat.
It looks like, the Dragon Maiden is getting a taste of her own medicine, and from the looks of it, she's not liking it.
And here's a cover. 1, 2, no, just 2.
Oh, you have to imagine what's going through Brenda's head right now. Not only has Vex defeated her once in the past, but right now he's dominating the match. He's getting inside of her head. If she loses here tonight, that's going to be a massive just hit on her ego.
That's how you want it.
And just unloading with punches. Giving him the business middle of the ring. Now getting a hold of him, and
Rena realizing that maybe her pride is on the line here if she lets Vex keep control like this.
bringing him to the corner, coming in to follow up. And now just giving Vex an up-and-close meeting with the top turnbuckle of the blue corner now before just going in there with those stomps.
And Rena looking like she's letting out all of that previous frustration now, just hammering the hell out of Vex there in the corner.
Now pulling him out of the corner with a monkey flip.
Oh, Vex no stranger to catching some air, but usually when he does it, he lands on his feet there, but not on that occasion.
Rena, though, now finally starting to find her pace in the match, starting to take some control here. Let's see if she can keep it going or if Vex will be able to find a window to get in.
Hopefully Rena doesn't get overconfident, because if she does, she's going to leave herself wide open. That might give Vex a chance to get back inside her head and throw her off her game.
What? Is that all?
So far, Rena not impressed with Vex since she was able to start taking control of the match. But not going into follow up. I wonder about the wisdom of that.
Now, overconfidence. My name is Renna. She is no stranger to letting her ego sometimes get the better of her.
So now going in to close the gap here. And Vex is ready for her. They lock up.
Risky business there from Renna, letting Vex get up and into this lockup, because while she is technically gifted, so is Vex, and he does have the size and strength advantage, so getting up close like this could be a mistake.
And sending him back to the corner.
But no, it looks like Vex still a little bit groggy from that corner assault, a little bit groggy from the monkey flip. Or maybe he was playing possum.
Able to slip away, but Renna able to catch herself before she goes barreling into the turnbuckles there in the red corner. And Vex with some chops, backing Renna back up into the corner.
Well, she was able to catch herself, but she couldn't get herself out of that corner in time before Vex took advantage.
Now just going to give her the business in the corner. Each strike knocking her head back against that turnbuckle. It may be padded, but it's still nothing but a galvanized steel hook underneath that pad. And super kick right against the corner. And then following it up with a Hurricane Rana.
Damn near dropping Renna Kadoya right on top of her head with that one as well.
Vex climbing to the top turnbuckle there in the red corner as Renna gets up slowly.
Renna a little bit unsteady, a little bit groggy, possibly wide open for Vex here. High risk, would it be a high reward?
Better not wait too long.
Double boot order coming up.
Oh
my
he
goodness.
Probably shouldn't have taunted it and should have just gone for it, as it gave Renna just enough time to see him coming and just kick him out of the air.
All of that momentum of Vex coming off the top rope, and all it did was drive his face even harder into that
Let's
boot.
get it over with.
Vex stumbling to his feet, but it looks like he doesn't quite know where he is right now.
Renna calling for the end here, and
Oh no, oh no.
Oh, and the red sun over paradise.
Oh, dropping Vex right on his face there. That's got to be it.
And it looks like he is seeing stars right now as Renna looms over, going in for the cover. Could this be it right here?
Shoulders
1,
down.
2, 3, and that's it.
Oh, the crowd are not going to be happy with that.
UFW Nation, here is your match winner by pinfall, the Dragon Maiden of Dojima, Rena Kadoya!
Oh, a great effort from Vex there, and he kind of had the right idea coming into this. Get Renna Kadoya off her game, treat her to a taste of her own medicine, get inside of her head. I think he went to the well one too many times there. He had her wide open, but he tried to play the mind games too much and paid for it.
Oh, indeed. And now, well, there you go.
It just shows that tricky balance in the ring. It's not all physical, it's not all psychological, but too much of one and too much of the other can sometimes lead to disaster.
Well, anyway, that's our first match in the books. But before we get to the next one, we do have to take a quick moment to thank another partner. So if we could just have your attention for a moment, please. Selling expression animations for those intimate moments, JazzX, Fright Maps, and a variety of other products. Visit drowselittlewebsite.com for links and more information for Drowse Little Store. We do appreciate Drowse Little Store for sponsoring us. Also, thank you to those of you who donate to us directly as well. Supporting our partners and donating all helps us out. So do help us out with all of that. Anyway, I do believe it is time for our next match.
UFW Nation, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. And now, making her way to the ring, standing at a height of 6 feet 9 inches, weighing in at 400 pounds, hailing from the Nile River in Egypt. Make some noise for the Queen of the Nile, tag team partner, Nazinga!
UFW's largest competitor, the Queen of the Nile, Nazinga, coming out, and from the looks of it, sporting some new threads as well for the year 2024. No doubt she's coming here tonight, looking to make a splash in her first match of the year, and well, knowing how much that this big 400-pound hippo loves coming off the top rope, splash might be an understatement.
Oh, indeed. Do not let that size fool you. There is a certain level of agility that Nazinga has. Like, as you said, able to get off the top rope. He can hit you in a way that you just won't expect. And, well, she hits you coming off the top rope. I mean, ow.
It doesn't have to be flashy. She doesn't have to do any flip-de-doos. All she has to do is come off the top rope and just, well, do anything, and you're right. I have to kill you off the canvas.
Yeah, we may need to have a paint scraper handy for this thing.
And now, introducing her opponent. Standing at a height of 6 feet 7 inches, weighing in at 283 pounds. Hailing from Green River, Wyoming. And not getting flat like a pancake. Cowboy up, UFW Nation. Dwight Slade.
No lack of support for UFW's resident cowboy, Dwight Slade. And folks, he is a very big individual as well. As you heard our announcer say, 6'7", over 280 pounds, but even then he's giving up 100 pounds to Nazinga. That's not a situation Dwight finds himself in very often.
Oh no, indeed. Dwight rarely in a size advantage, and when he is, it's usually only by maybe 20 pounds at most. But in this situation, it's going to be a lot different. But to Dwight's advantage, he can hit hard.
Oh, you're right. He might not be able to throw Nzinga around as much as he would like, but those big boots, those lariats, and let's not forget, Dwight is surprisingly agile as well. He knows how to use his size and momentum to deliver some devastating attacks.
Oh, indeed. I just hope the ring stays in one piece because we've still got another match after this one.
Come on now, do you think Calvavio would really cheap out on the... Maybe he would have.
Well, you know what? So long as they tightened up the bracing turnbuckles on the underside of the ring, I think it'll be.
Well, we're about to find out if that is the case.
This is how it all gets started.
Let's have some fun.
Definitely sounds like they are ready to go.
I don't think Dwight has ever encountered heard someone quite like Nzinga.
Oh, and Nzinga and Dwight locking up to start off with some kumbaya.
Always time for sportsmanship.
Locking up first, but Nzinga just running Dwight over, putting him on the ground. That is not something you see every day right there.
Good God, y'all.
That's something he's going to have to get used to, and fast.
Nzinga just swinging as Dwight comes up.
The up-close grappling game, you have to give it to Nzinga just because of the size and power, but when it comes to those strikes, he's going to want to be careful. Dwight is not someone you want to try and outbrawl.
And
if
just
there's anyone who
using
can soak up that kind of damage, it's definitely Nzinga.
Nzinga,
Dwight looking like
again,
he,
just using her size as a weapon there, just becoming the brick wall for Dwight to run into there, and now just picking him up and slamming him down with a scoop slam.
She's coming off the ropes.
Nzinga comes in off the ropes with a
no.
massive leg drop, and I thought I saw the ring jump off the ground. And here comes the pin. One, and just one.
That is the absolute worst place possible Dwight can be. Flat on his back with Nzinga building up any kind of momentum. It doesn't have to be flashy, it doesn't have to be fancy. All she has to do is just land on him, and that's going to do some massive damage.
Dwight also has to be careful. If Nzinga gets more pins like that, that's a lot of energy Dwight has to expend. Speaking of expending energy,
And Dwight comes off the ropes, jumping up into a clothesline, able to take Nzinga down. This is a huge opportunity for Dwight if he can keep Nzinga on the ground and negate that size advantage.
And that right there is what Dwight does best. He just throws himself at you with every single bit of that 280 plus pounds of his. It doesn't matter how big you are, that's a lot of impact coming your way.
Dwight comes off the ropes, and a massive leg drop of his own.
Paying her back through earlier, getting a little bit of extra height on it compared to Nzinga's.
Going for the pickup, and right down with a layout inverted DDT.
And Dwight there playing smart, grabbing her from behind, forcing her to bend over backwards. She couldn't really use any kind of leverage or power to get out of that position.
Right now on the second rope, going in with the elbow drop.
Off the second.
Strategy from Dwight for taking on a larger opponent.
Yeah, coming off the second rope, driving that elbow right into the heart of Nzinga.
Entirety of the time Nzinga is laying on that mat, she is not able to put that massive size advantage into play. That makes things a lot more in Dwight's favor. Able to use his own size in this contest.
still,
If anything,
Nzinga able to show off that strength, able to power out of that kick out. just able to make that space.
And Nzinga's back up. That is true. Nzinga can take a beating. Is another thing you got to be careful with when you're facing her in the ring. Oh, and Dwight's bit of hesitation right there leaves him wide open for that hip attack from Nzinga.
Nzinga there using what her mama gave her, and apparently her mama gave her the whole damn bakery. That was 400 pounds right into the rib cage of Dwight Slade. And oh no.
Ooh, another one for good measure. Just leaving Dwight in a crumpled heap in the corner.
That also shows the toughness of Dwight there, because his face is somehow not flattened after that one.
Oh, and getting him out of the corner with a belly-to-belly suplex.
After 2 hip attacks, a belly-to-belly suplex, Dwight's going to be feeling that effect, and now he's on the canvas. Really dangerous spot for him to be in now.
Trying for the pickup. Sending Dwight to the ropes. And up right into a T-bone suplex.
Excellent use of momentum, of using that momentum against Dwight there.
And also making sure to land on him with that suplex as well. Every one of those big impacts is just going to drive all of the air out of Dwight's body.
Incredible!
And Nzinga goes in with a splash into a cover, and here comes the pin. 1, 2, and no. Dwight able to get the shoulder up.
So close. But as I was talking about, all these big impacts, especially with these impactful pinfalls, that's absolutely going to sap at Dwight's strength there.
Now going for the pickup again here. Off to the ropes, coming in on the rebound, and oh! Dwight able to get in there, take Nzinga down, and start giving her the business on the ground.
Oh, talking about
Following it up
throwing
with an elbow drop.
Speaking of throwing their weight around, Dwight's showing that he's just as happy to do it towards her.
Now going for the leg there with the elbow on the knee.
And that is 280 pounds coming down on top of the knee. Doesn't matter how big you are. That's a vulnerable joint. That's going to do some damage.
And oh, and a foot DDT. Just working that leg over. Solid strategy when you're facing a larger opponent. Keep that leg in pain, and that will limit the ability for the larger opponent. Now Dwight unloading some punches.
Dwight building some momentum with those punches, then a headbutt. This is what he does best.
Sending Nzinga to the ropes there. Dwight going to the opposite side. Looks like somebody's going to go coast to coast here. And here comes Dwight across the way with a jumping clothesline again. And then following it up by just going in and giving her the business in the corner once more.
Driving into Nzinga like a semi-truck, and now unloading on that head of hers. That's a, you know, she has a sturdy skull, but Dwight's fists might be just even sturdier. Got her in that front face lock, dragging her out of the corner. Nzinga doesn't want to go with him, but Dwight making her comply.
Ooh. And a massive arm hook spike DDT there. Now going to follow it up with a pin.
That could be it. Drop the run on her head.
No, just two.
Oh, wait a second. Dwight now going out onto the apron. This can only mean one thing, folks.
Oh, and
I think the crowd realize it as well now.
oh, and right in there with a buckshot lariat.
Oh, and he made Nzinga catch some air with that one. I don't think I've ever seen anyone send Nzinga flying like that with just a single lariat.
I gotta concede that was impressive. There were times where I sparred with Nzinga, and my kicks couldn't even knock her down.
Oh, and just a massive spear there from Dwight.
Nzinga, she might have the size, she might have the weight, but Dwight has the strength to punch his way through all of that. Oh, kick to the gut, and oh, wait a second, is Dwight going for the? No, wait, I don't think.
I think he's trying to get her up for maybe a last roundup or something, but not just not able to get her up.
That's a. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, and Nzinga taking advantage, picking him up instead.
Countering with a suplex of her own. Dwight might have been aiming a little bit too high there. That's a 100-pound weight disadvantage, and with that on top of that, Nzinga was able to hook that leg around his. Once that happened, she was not going to go anywhere. But maybe it's a blessing in disguise that he didn't give her up. That he didn't manage to get her up, because his back might have given out if he had.
Very possibly.
Oh no! Oh no!
And Nzinga's got him up and down with a jackknife powerbomb.
And when was the last time you saw Dwight Slay get jackknife powerbombed?
Not something you see very often. That's for sure. Nzinga.
Oh, she's not done.
Got him wrapped up here, and no, pump handle slam.
Nzinga now finally got the match at a pace that she likes. She picks you up, she slams you down, and she does it all over again till you can't get up. And at that point, well, you best hope she just ends it as soon as possible.
Off to the ropes.
Oh, Dwight off to the ropes. Oh, wait a second.
Oh, Dwight rolls her up.
Schoolboy roll up, shoulders down.
1, 2, 3, and it's enough.
Dwight Slade out of nowhere with that roll up. I'm surprised he was able to move that quickly.
And that's all it takes sometimes, is catch your opponent off guard with a roll up, and that's it.
UFW Nation, here is your match winner by pinfall, Dwight Slade.
Well, we at the desk weren't expecting that. The crowd weren't expecting it. And shows how Nzinga was. At the moment he got her rolled up and on her shoulders, well, he used her weight against her. Once she was on her shoulders, she couldn't really get off of it until after the free count.
Oh, indeed. Perhaps a desperate move, but effective nonetheless.
Appreciate the nods of respect both have for one another after that.
Well, good to see that the Zinger's at least not too disappointed about it.
We've got more coming up, but before we get to it, we do have to take a brief moment to thank another partner. So if we could just have your attention for a moment, please. On a pair of comfy jeans, and don't forget your sweater. Let the crisp, piney air refresh your senses while enjoying a relaxing horseback tour of our scenic Northwest U.S. equestrian towns. Skate the night away at Moonlight Rollerway, hold that perfect 300 at Milky Way Lanes, or get that hole-in-one at Level Up Mini Golf. Head to Whitetail Station for a train ride you cuddlesome types are sure to enjoy. All of that and more to explore at Fauna. Please visit our website at fauna.club. Do go check them out. Supporting our partner supports us. Also, thank you to those of you who support us directly. We appreciate that as well. Well, anyway, I do believe it is main event time. Who's ready for a main event? Oh, it definitely sounds like everybody is ready for a main event. So let's head on down to the ring and get this main event going.
That's right, UFW Nation. And the hardcore title is on the line. Wrestlers, make your way to the ring.
Establishing battlefield control. Please stand by.
Not a lot of support for the soldier here from the UFW Nation, but I'm willing to bet that that isn't going to be the last time we're going to be hearing this kind of reaction from the crowd tonight.
Yeah, I think I have a feeling the crowd is going to be disappointed regardless of who wins tonight.
But you've got to look on the flip side of it. They're going to be excited to see these two just beat the ever-loving daylights out of each other. But maybe you are right. Maybe the match might end up just ending too soon.
You know, I think what the crowd wants is for them to just knock each other out, and then by some weird technicality that I'm not even sure what it would be, that Silvervale would have to vacate the title, but that's not how the rules work.
Soldier getting up the crowd to stand to attention, and I'm pretty sure I saw a few people sit down when he said that. But despite the reaction to him, folks, do not underestimate this panda. He is big, he is powerful, and he knows how to suplex people way too many ways.
Of course, the hardcore champ himself.
Hardcore champ and possibly the most influential individual in UFW right now, at least when it comes to getting inside people's heads. Granted, when you're the leader of a cult and you've got multiple followers, some of which I think are even in the crowd tonight, it's not really hard to see why he's so influential.
UFW Nation. I'm here.
And if I am correct, this is going to be his first title defense of the. Actually, no, he faced Dante recently, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did. So there you go, folks. He is not in this kind of environment. It doesn't matter that he's about half the weight of Soldier. He's incredibly cunning, incredibly gifted technically, and he knows how to use the rules in the match to their fullest.
Don't count Silvervale out because of his size. He has time and time again proven that a size disadvantage means nothing to him, and he will overcome it. And, well, why do you think he's holding that chair right now?
And then on Soldier's end, I don't think he's had much experience with hardcore matches, so this is going to be an interesting way that they match up.
UFW Nation, welcome one and all to your Friday night Nightfall main event of the evening. When the action gets underway, it'll be refereed by Sue Render. Introduce the following contest. It is a hardcore match set for one fall, and it is for the UFW Hardcore Championship. That means no disqualifications, and falls count anywhere in the building. Introducing first, the challenger. In the red corner, standing at a height of 6 feet 7 inches, weighing in at 275 pounds, hailing from Portland, Oregon, UFW Nation, the 10 Hut Company March with the Soldier. And what's a championship match without its champion? Standing in the blue corner to my left, standing at a height of 5 feet 6 inches, weighing in at 136 pounds, hailing from Narlings, Louisiana. He is the reigning and defending UFW Hardcore Champion, representing the Illuminated, Silvervale. Gentlemen, best of luck to each of you.
Well, Crowin, you did ask earlier if everyone was ready for the main event, and I can assure you one person certainly is, and that's our official for tonight, Sue Render. She is kitted out for this match, and I don't say I blame her.
Well, there's the bell. Let's what's going on here? And oh, Silvervale opens by just hurling the hardcore title chair at the Soldier, laying him out. A quick opening strike from Silvervale, and quickly following it up with some kicks on the ground.
You'd think with someone called the Soldier, they would have faster reaction times to that, but apparently not. Instead, he paid for it, and he got that chair right on top of his big old head.
You also think Intel would kind of clue him into something like that too. You always need to expect the unexpected when Silvervale's involved.
I'm not sure how unexpected it is, because I believe Silvervale also threw the chair at Dante the other day. Anyway, they're going to lock him up in a figure 4 leg lock here. Real close to the ropes, though, but it's a hardcore match, so
Oh yeah, the ropes mean absolutely nothing. No DQ, no disqualification. This match could end in the ring. It could end outside by the ringside. It could end up by us in the crowd, the concession stands, absolutely anywhere.
Too soon. Damn it.
Still
So
not the
about
worst idea. Especially if you're Silver Rail, Soldier's clearly the larger opponent here. Going after the legs is never a bad idea.
Oh, indeed. And Silvervale is an expert at taking on larger opponents. And now here he is just giving the Soldier a really good close up of his knee repeatedly.
Yeah, Silver's got that. He knows what he is. He does know what he's doing in that ring. Go for the legs, and then once you're unstable, go for the face. Because it doesn't matter how big and muscular you are, face is still going to be squishy.
Wrapping the leg around a rope, pulling on it. This is a no DQ match, so this is as legal as a figure 4 leg lock.
Absolutely. Sue can't really do anything about it. If anything, she could sit back with a bag of popcorn and just watch the action happen.
Nope. And now just smashing his head into that turnbuckle there.
And as hard as Soldier's head is, I've got a sneaky feeling that the galvanized steel ring underneath there is just that little bit harder.
Now going in with that super kick, sending Soldier to the ground. Now Silvervale backing off. Looks like he's getting ready to come in with something big here. He better not hesitate too long, or that happens. Soldier ready for it, taking him down, giving him the business on the ground. Just pounding it in there.
Gotta remember, Soldier riding some momentum of his own, getting a huge victory against the one Z Vonic.
Well, that has certainly done some damage. Silvervale is leaking. And, inverted DDT.
Oh my goodness. Yep, Soldier didn't even need to use a weapon, the ring. He just used his fists to open him up.
And now, with the inverted suplex, putting him down on the ground.
Oh, in the earlier portions of the match, Silvervale was no better way of saying it, making a fool out of Soldier of how he was dominating him, and I think that might have just made Soldier angry.
And now Soldier going in for a choke. Again, this is legal due to hardcore rules.
And
Well,
that
it's
is
legal as a headlock.
and that is 275 pounds on his throat there, but he didn't hold it for too long. Oh, restraining his arms and now getting hold of his head, and oh my goodness. Clubbing blows to the side of the neck, now twisting the head and neck. Looks like he's trying to rip his head off.
Also,
Ooh,
this
and
is
then
not
a
the first
massive
time.
tiger suplex.
And also, this is not the first time that Soldiers vied for the hardcore championship. Took on a previous title holder, but was unlucky there.
Well, if he keeps up this if he keeps up this momentum, he's gonna win it in no time flat.
Silvervale coming off the ropes, and up goes low with a drop kick, putting Soldier down to the knee, leaving him in a perfect position for a follow-up, which will be heading to the ropes, and another low drop kick, laying him out.
Well, he's got him down, but what does Silvervale do now? Does he stay on the attack, or does he realize a straight-up fight with Soldier might not be in his best interest? Does he try and take advantage of the hardcore rules?
I expect Silvervale to do whatever is necessary to hold on to that chair.
And I expect the same from...
Oh!
Whoa!
Ooh. Right there with a decapitator. That'll hurt your neck. Now going in for a pin. 1, 2, just 2.
Even with Soldier tangled up in the ropes, those shoulders were down, and that was a good position to pin him in as well. Because trying to kick out when you got those ropes over you just makes it a little bit harder. Oh my goodness, the monkey flip there from Silvervale. That's impressive leg strength there.
This goes to show why you should never underestimate Silvervale. Doing so is a very dangerous mistake to make. Now Silvervale going in, trying to stomp the Soldier flat here. Trying, again, using that strategy of keeping the larger opponent on the ground, something that Silvervale is very good at. And with the hardcore rules, he's able to use maneuvers that would normally get him in trouble to achieve that aim.
But even with the hardcore rules, you realise in all of his hardcore matches, he's never had a member of the Illuminated come out and provide any type of help. It's almost like he's trying to prove a point here that he can do this on his own when need be.
And he just removed the turnbuckle pad from the top turnbuckle of the red corner.
Normally our official would go and fix that, but in this situation, all Silvervale would really get is a thumbs up and maybe a nod of disapproval.
Now sending Soldier to that corner. I bet Silvervale's looking to repay the favor from earlier where the Soldier opened up Silvervale's face. And yep, there we go. Smashing that face into that galvanized steel eyelet there. And once again, there is nothing gimped or special about that turnbuckle. It is exactly the same type of turnbuckle you can get at the hardware store. Oh, and again, just smashing his head into that turnbuckle. Now pulling him out of the corner in a headlock. And right in there with a deep six.
Silvervale struggling to get him out of the corner, but once he was able to get him there, dropping him on his head, he's got that leg hooked.
Here comes the cover, and looks like Soldier is leaking now. Ben's only good for 2, though.
I would say so far this match has been a success. Both competitors busted open, the crowd getting to see them absolutely brutalize each other.
So far, the only weapon use we've seen was the initial chair throw from Silvervale.
Well, also bashing someone's head on the exposed turnbuckle would get you a disqualification in most situations.
Now sending Soldier across to the opposite end of the ring. And Silvervale goes to follow up. Oh, but Soldier's ready for him, just scooping him up and dropping him over the ropes.
Over the ropes and onto those thin mats, which, well, folks, they're more, I would say they're more paint than actual mats, because they do not provide a lot of padding whatsoever.
That had to be an especially rough landing. Kind of landed a bit on the apron and then thudded to the floor.
Given the match rules, I guess it was only a matter of time until the ring could no longer confine these two.
I suppose I should just take this moment to remind everybody of one of our rules, and that is, if the action does come over the barricades, give the wrestlers room and do not interfere.
Yeah, you don't want to be on the receiving end of an angry 275-pound panther, folks. It's not a fun time.
And Soldier putting
with hardcore champ either.
Putting Silvervale against the barricade there. And here comes Soldier. Oh, and Silvervale just scoops him over the barricade. Like I just said, make sure to give him room and don't interfere.
Silvervale, he's smaller, but he managed to use Soldier's momentum against him there. And Soldier, well, damn near suplexed himself over that barricade.
Once again, because of the falls count anywhere nature of hardcore title matches, there will be no count out while they're out there. As Silvervale just unloads with those kicks.
And this is where things can get dangerous, folks. That's just a marble floor there. That has no padding whatsoever. You get dropped on that, it's gonna hurt. And there's 100 different ways you can get yourself injured just on the environment here. The stairs, the concession stands, anything can happen. And,
and going in with the final cut.
Driving Soldier's back and the back of his head onto that just unforgiving floor there.
Silvervale takes some time to taunt while Soldier
He does
Some
not want to be doing
distance.
that.
before slowly starting to get up here. Those of you over there may want to watch out in case Silvervale decides he wants to come charging in there. And Soldier now stumbling over towards the concession area. Looking a little unstable as he's over there by the hot dog machine there. Silvervale right behind him.
Soldier possibly taking a page out of Lunaria's book there. Trying to get himself a pick-me-up, perhaps.
Maybe Silvervale's about to make him some nachos.
Oh no! Silvervale looking like he's pouring and
Oh,
it looks like he's splashed some condiments onto Soldier there.
yeah, he just gave Soldier a mustard and ketchup bath before smashing his face into the hot dog vendor, which thankfully stayed in one piece. So you could still get your hot dogs.
Well, considering who's always after them, that thing has to be industrial strength. And Soldier, blinded by hot dogs, blinded by condiments, could not see what was happening and got driven headfirst into the floor with that DDT.
And I'm actually surprised you went for the ketchup. I mean, why not that hot nacho cheese? That would have done more damage.
I mean,
Oh, and just-
mustard is kind of whoa!
Catapulting Soldier over and splatting into the concession counter right by the nacho machine. Maybe he'll get a cheese bath yet.
And be careful with those nachos, folks. If they break apart, they can get all up into that open wound on Soldier's head, and then that's just going to be a nightmare.
Although Silvervale looking a little unstable now. Maybe that blood loss is starting to get to him, and that just gives an opening for Soldier to just get in there with that Yakuza kick.
Now, normally I wouldn't feel good about seeing Soldier do something like that, but considering who his opponent is, that was a kind of a kick.
Now Soldier just unloading with some punches. Yes, yes, more of the punching, please.
I concur, yes.
And up, got him up and down with a PT slam right on that hard tile floor. Now going for a pin, 1, 2, and no, Silvervale kicks out.
I'm surprised he got that shoulder work, considering the absolute splat that he landed on that floor. Soldier now taking a second to rest on the counter there.
This is giving Silvervale the opportunity to get away there and maybe recover himself as he climbs up the banister on the stairs there.
Oh, but bad things happen when people go upstairs here, folks.
Oh, yeah, and they are going upstairs to the balcony. If you're up on the balcony, you might want to give them room.
Fisher in hot pursuit, but all she can really do is watch as they use their environment.
Oh! And right in there with that Inzuigiri.
The action now on the balcony, well, right above us. We can't really get a good look at it except on the monitors.
Now here comes the cover. 1, 2, and just 2.
With Soldier down, Silvo going in with those elbow strikes, just trying to open up that wound even more.
Oh, and now Silvervale, what did he do? He's got, is that a brick? Where did that come from? Is that under that table? Or under that ottoman there?
all he knows, he could have been hiding it in those big old shorts of his, but whatever the case, he's using it against Soldier, and Soldier's not going to last long if this continues.
Oh, no. I mean, with just being smashed in the face with a brick over and over, I mean, this is probably over now. And just dropping the brick.
Of all the people I would expect to see getting brutalized by someone half their size, Soldier is not one I would not be a first choice, but no,
but
Soldier.
Soldier is not out of it. He's able to take him down with a chokehold. I think Silvervale thought he was done and just wasn't ready for that counterattack. Oh, and right into an inverted headlock backbreaker there.
Now, folks, what we learned there is that Soldier's head is indeed sturdier than a brick.
Punches, and now got him up and down with the Falcon Arrow.
And those shoulders I think those shoulders are down. Actually, oh, but no, Soldier unable to keep hold of him from the looks of it. Maybe unable to keep hold of him. Maybe unable to keep hold of him for the pin, or maybe looking to inflict even more damage.
Now got him up. Oh, and sending him over against the railing there.
Corbin, they're right above us. Move your ass, Corbin. We're getting up.
Yeah, it's probably good. Ow! And they
goodness.
just broke the railing. I'm moving over here.
Shards of glass littering the table, folks. Corbin, you haven't grown attached to this thing, have you?
Soldier in a very precarious position, and Silvervale just kicks him off the balcony, and he goes all the way down. Oh, and here comes Silvervale. Oh, and he just collapses the table on top of Soldier.
Trying to get a good look at it, folks, but it's just wreckage. I can sort of see parts of them in the wreckage. Our official now making her way down to the now non-existent commentary area.
Here comes the cover. 1, 2, 3, and that's 3. That'll do it. Silvervale will retain the title.
UFW Nation, here is your match winner by pinfall, and still UFW Hardcore Champion, Silvervale.
Clearly Soldier had bad intentions with Silvervale. Silvervale able to turn those against him, and you saw it, folks, coming down off the balcony through our table. Silvervale coming off the balcony right on top of it. My goodness.
Did they have to break my table?
Corbin, the table was sacrificed for the great good.
Well, anyway, Silvervale, a hard-fought victory here, retaining the title and making a complete mess of the arena in the process.
Silvervale just barely able to get onto his feet. Soldier here lying, well, at my colleague's feet, an absolute mess.
Reveal stumbling over towards the chair.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, soldier's up on his feet. Oh.
You may just want to sit while you're right next to that chair. Whatever you, whatever you do.
That's remarkably compassionate of you.
Well,
Now, what are we going to do around the table? Haven't quite been in this situation.
well, thankfully, they've got a day to fix it. Assuming all the screw holes aren't stripped out now after the third or fourth time it's been broken.
Regardless of the collateral damage and Kroven's heartache over our announce desk, I think that was a hell of a main event. We saw those two absolutely just beat the living shit out of each other. I think it's the best way you can put it.
Yeah, definitely. All kinds of amazing action there. I hope you all enjoyed that match. And I hope you all enjoyed the rest of those matches too. Lots of great stuff. But that will be it for this edition of Nightfall. I hope you all had a great time. Hope you all enjoyed the show. I do hope you all really enjoyed that last match, even though they destroyed my table. But anyway, my name is Kroven, connoisseur of the punching, also here with
UFW's #1 Meerkat, and folks, please make sure to press F to pay respect for the table. We've also been joined by
Your Sin City Retail Ring announcer, Sylvia Nuts.
great having y'all up here with me. Great having all of you out there as well. Hope you all had a great time tonight. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Do want to see you all at future shows coming up on Sunday, 7 p.m. Second Lifetime. We've got Sunday Night Frontline. Then on Monday, 5 p.m. Second Lifetime, we've got UFW Unbroken. And then on Friday, next Friday, same time, same place, for another Nightfall. Don't want to miss any of that action. Make sure to bring your friends. All kinds of great stuff still coming up. All kinds of stuff going on. You know, the whole business between Johnny Reynolds and Oliver and Arcadia and all that stuff is still going on. We've got the tag team tournament going on. All kinds of stuff you don't want to miss. So do come to those shows. Meet and greet will begin momentarily in the park.
Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear I've weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it in a sense.
You can now use your microphones again. Meet and greet will be in the lot.